On the evening of October 17th, the annual Ballon d'Or ceremony was held in Paris. This year, by a huge margin, the most prestigious individual award was taken by the Frenchman Karim Benzema. Today we will talk about the path to the top of the 2022 best football player in the world. Karim Benzema was born on December 19, 1987. The future Golden Ball holder was raised in the district of Terrayon, a working-class city of about 10,000 residents, which is known as a not very safe place. The boy lived in a public housing with his mother Vahida, father Hafid, 4 sisters and 3 brothers. Benzema's mother was born and raised in Lyon, and his father came to France from Algeria. Benzema began his football career at his hometown club Ballon Terrayon at the age of 8. While at the club, he was nicknamed Coco by his friends and family. The Frenchman was a quiet child who loved football and performed well in school, being described as a student who was discreet and respectful. Karim always had a ball with him. He wouldn't take a break playing even to watch TV. At 9 years old, it was during a match between Ballon Terrayon and Lyon Youth Academy that Benzema forged his destiny. He scored 2 goals against the big neighbor, and it was then when he began attracting attention from the biggest club in the city. According to Serge Santa Cruz, who was president of Ballon Terrayon in the 90s, Lyon officials had visited him directly in an attempt to sign the youngster, and after talking with Benzema's father, the club allowed the player to undergo a trial with Lyon, after which Benzema officially joined their academy. This is where he met with Anthony Monnier, another talented guy from Lyon Academy who he became close friends with for years to come. This is what his childhood friend Anthony says about Karim. "We played almost every game at the academy together. At 14, he was an ordinary player, nothing extraordinary, and Karim himself probably realized it too. Probably the only thing that made him stand out was his finishing ability. He was really good at it. You can't learn it from somewhere at that age. You are either born with that or not. Some players at that age were physically stronger, but Karim was skinny. However, the right approach to not only trainings but also the recovery process allowed him to make a qualitative breakthrough in his development. When Karim turned 16, I noticed his great progress. After completing all the matches with the academy, we went on a summer vacation in June. We all returned in August to start the new season, and we saw a completely different Karim. He had muscles, he had become a machine." Of course, after such a transformation, Benzema received a call-up to France U17 team for the 2004 European Championship, and the team with young Karim Benzema, Samir Nasri and Hatem Ben Arfa won the tournament. And in January 2005, Karim made his debut for Lyon's first team. Karim played in only 6 games in Ligue 1 in his first season as an adult, but it should be noted that his progress was constant, noticeable and bright. In the next season, the teenage Frenchman already played in 16 games in the league and the cup, scoring 4 goals. But the 2007-2008 season was a breakthrough for the Frenchman when he scored 31 goals in 52 games. With his stability, Benzema seemed to be Lyon's most important player. Back then, the club from eastern part of France was hegemonic in the country, and as a result, a frequenter of the Champions League, where Benzema got a great chance to light up in front of the scouts of the world giants. In 2008, his goals helped Lyon to be the second in the group with Bayern Munich. In the round of 16, the French side met with Manchester United. Karim scored in the home game, but Cristiano Ronaldo's away goal took the Red Devils to the next round. However, Sir Alex Ferguson immediately realized that Karim was a future top striker. That's why the newspapers began writing about Man United's serious interest in Benzema. And it was not just a rumor. Man United's ex-defender Rio Ferdinand says to BT Sport, "The first time we played against Karim, Sir Alex Ferguson wanted to sign him. He talked with him in the tunnel after the game, and Lyon's officials didn't quite like it." His childhood friend Anthony Monnier says, "Manchester United were so keen to sign him that Sir Alex Ferguson went to Karim's house to meet his parents, but his dream was to play for Real Madrid. He really looked up to Brazilian Ronaldo, who was his idol." In the end, Lyon extended the contract with their top scorer, but it was already clear back then that after playing another year in France, Karim would move to Spain's capital. So it happened. On July 1st, 2009, Benzema moved to Real Madrid for 35 million euros, signing a 6-year contract and becoming the 4th new signing for the club. Earlier, Florentino Perez had already signed Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo and Raúl Albiol. It was a very serious challenge for the 21-year-old striker. Nominally, he was the club's third choice after Cristiano Ronaldo and Gonzalo Higuaín. And in his first season for Real Madrid, he appeared in the starting 11 of the team only 14 times in games of La Liga. Karim was doing his best to settle down in his new place. He scored 9 goals in 33 games, but the spoiled Madrid audience has always got very high demands on newcomers, especially on strikers. Note the most convincing first year in Madrid left Benzema without a World Cup when the eccentric Raymond Domenech left the youngster out of the French squad before the tournament in South Africa. Anyways, Karim didn't lose much because the French side shamefully finished at the bottom of their group and left the tournament on the group stage. It was then when Benzema started having problems outside the field too. That summer, alongside with Franck Ribéry, Benzema was alleged to have had sexual rendezvous with a prostitute who was supposedly underage. Only after 4 years, in January 2014, the judge in the case dropped the charges against both Ribéry and Benzema, saying that there was lack of sufficient evidence that the pair knew the prostitutes were underage. Unfortunately, that was not the only time when Karim had problems with the law. In November 2015, Benzema was arrested by French police for his alleged part in blackmailing fellow France international player Mathieu Valbuena over the alleged recording of a sex tape on a mobile phone. In December 2015, the president of the Football Federation of France, Noël Le Gras, announced the provisional suspension of the striker from the French team until there would be a new development in the affair. However, scandals outside the football field did not affect his game. By 2016, Karim was already an irreplaceable player of Real Madrid's starting 11. Together with Cristiano Ronaldo, they had formed an attacking bond any defense would be scared of. Real Madrid invariably scored at least 100 goals only in La Liga, and even though Karim didn't stand out for incredible goal-scoring numbers, he nevertheless always did a huge amount of teamwork, giving freedom to Cristiano, who then was scoring so many goals that even Erling Haaland would be jealous of it now. And if in La Liga, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid managed to win trophies, in the Champions League the team from Madrid simply gave chances to no one. From 2014 to 2018, Real Madrid won the most prestigious club trophy in Europe 4 times. 2018 was an eventful year for Karim. Firstly, Benzema missed the World Cup in Russia, which ended triumphantly for the national team of his country. And secondly, the best goal scorer in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo, moved to Juventus. Karim had to step out of the shadow of the Portuguese and become a leader and the main goal scorer of his club himself. For me, everything changed when he left Real Madrid. When Cristiano was here, the team had different style of play. I assisted more than scored. He was a real leader. He really helped me on and off the field, and when he left, it was time to change my own style of play, change my ambitions. Karim sharply started scoring more and more goals after Ronaldo's departure. In each of the 4 seasons after 2018, Benzema scored at least 27 goals per season, but he reached his highest peak in 2021, 15 goals in 12 Champions League games. Benzema's scoring phenomenon was especially highlighted in the playoffs when Real Madrid beat PSG, Chelsea, Manchester City and Liverpool in incredible ways. Karim is now the highest scoring Frenchman in history. Last season, he left behind Thierry Henry. Our today's hero also became the most titled player of his nation. At the moment, he has 31 trophies. In addition, in November 2021, the saga with the criminal case on charges of blackmailing ended. Benzema was found guilty. The judge gave him a 1-year suspended sentence and fined him 75,000 euros. But most importantly, Karim returned to the French team, and now he's among those who can light up in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. This is all hard work and trainings, again and again. There were difficult times too. The period when I did not get into the national team was hard, but I kept in touch with many people from there. It strengthened me mentally. I'll continue like this. I would like to thank my teammates and the great president Florentino Perez. He has always been frank with me. I'll never forget Leon too. Without them, I wouldn't be able to make my dreams come true. I think age is just a number. After 30, many football players rise to a completely new level. I work harder and train much more now. I keep telling myself that giving up is not an option. This is what Benzema said, holding the Ballon d'Or in his hands. What can we say? Bravo, Karim. Bravo.